Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Garden and Home. Today we're exploring the world of landscape design by Teresa Mushiri, a landscape designer based in Nairobi, Kenya. She'll be showing us her latest project, and we're so excited to show it to you. Come on.
You're here.
Hi.
Hello. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I've been waiting. Even my gumboots have been
I
ready.
see. Ready.
ready.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you ready to show us?
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Teresa, show me your beautiful garden.
Aha. I'm going to start it from here, and then
Okay.
I can take you around and give you some of the tips that have made us come to this level.
Okay.
We have
okay.
interacted with this space for the last 3 years. We started it from scratch, and this has given us a lot of work and business outside. So this being the entrance,
Yes.
we needed to put a focal point for this cypress, the blue cypress.
This is the blue. They call it. I hear they also call it kitabu.
Kitabu,
Okay.
because it's shaped like a book.
Okay.
Yes, it's also very susceptible to termites. So we had
Okay.
2 here. This one died.
Oh, I
So
get.
we-
So you wanted some symmetry.
Exactly.
When
Some
you're
symmetry.
entering the garden. Okay.
So we'll have to replace that as well. But it's a very beautiful plant and forms a walking to the gardens.
Yes.
So again, as you can see, we have the Arabica grass. This one also, we needed that velvet carpet look. So
Okay. A lot of people have questions and about Arabica. How is it maintenance?
Arabica, I just call it baby grass.
It's baby. You have to baby it.
You have to baby it. One,
Yes.
it needs a lot of water. It needs close look, because it's also susceptible to termites. So if you don't give it a lot of water, if you don't water it properly, it also becomes dry and dries up very quickly. And also the termites happen to come because of the dryness.
Yes.
Well, this is just maintenance for maybe quarterly. It doesn't have to be every 3 months, but just because this is a place that I have loved, I like
Yes.
looking and taking care of it frequently.
Okay. I love this. What do you call this plant?
Oh, this is a cycad coming up, and this is this one, yeah, the cycad. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You can see it's about to open again. It's not a giant one. It will grow maybe up to this level. We
Okay.
call it the dwarf giant, but also there are also the dwarf cycad.
Yes.
But it will grow maybe to this level. Very beautiful, but it's very slow growing. It's one of the ornamental plants.
Okay.
So here we are coming up. We just want to make a space for the succulents.
Yes.
So we are playing around with it, and I can see there's a tuck of the weeds which needs to come out. So that we'll work on it.
Interesting. I also like the fact that in your garden you've carved out like edges. It's not really so straight. There are no straight borders.
Yeah.
It somehow softens the landscape by adding all these beautiful curves.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And here you can play around with your plants. We can have the ground covers like this. You know this one? This is alisam. It will form a very good ground cover here once and fills up this place. So you just be seeing a kind of aisle, an edge that is carved out with the alisam.
Yes.
And just like this corner, you can see the geranium and the beauty and how it's carving up on this edge. So you can play around with your garden and see
Okay.
what you can carve out with, just to remove that straightness, you know.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Exactly.
Ensure that you have borders that are carved. It adds visual interest in your space.
Yes. This lawn has 2 entrances. The one I have shown you up there,
Okay.
and now this other entrance where we came with these sisal architectural plants, as you can see, just to give in a walk-in to this garden. So we have these ones. I hope you like them.
Are these sisal
They're the sisal-like.
Okay.
Sisal, architectural sisal. So they bring the entrance. They are welcoming into the lawn from this edge.
I also like the succulents that you put underneath. I think I had seen them here.
Yeah. These are just hangings, just to make
it interesting.
Yes. So finally they need to fill up here.
Yes.
And cover the whole pot.
Okay.
That's the idea about it.
So what hedging have you used?
This hedging is Duranta, the green Duranta.
Oh, it's the green Durantas.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why I put this initially, I had put China grass, but then the China grass, yeah, I'll show you how it looks like.
Okay.
It's what I had put here, but with time, I realized the China grass grows and withers. It has a net, so we kept on uprooting, and I was like, I need to come up with something that I'll not think about uprooting anymore. The reason is because the soil used to splash over. So I needed to control the soil while we are watering, so that's why I came up with this green Duranta.
I like how you've carved, almost looks like the entryway of a staircase.
Exactly.
Very
exactly.
nice.
Yeah. So with time we can put pavers here, you know, as with the symmetry, just to have a walk-in to the garden. I'll show you when that comes out.
Okay.
So that is underway.
All right.
These ones are the solar lights. We have them around the garden.
Okay.
So we usually encourage the clients to have the solar lights around the garden so that you're also able to use the gardens at night. Something else I was supposed to tell you about is we encouraged this client to come up with a driveway, and here we have created a rhythm. You can see on this end we have the japonica trees that are driving through all the way. This side,
these are the japonicas.
These are the japonica.
Okay.
The reason why we had this, the client wanted to form a shade on the other end.
Okay.
Because once the client is up, they don't want to be seen, just to create an atmosphere of privacy.
So very interesting. It's like a tree, or that's almost almost looks like a shrub as well. It's a very interesting.
Yes, actually, you can form it as you can make it like to the length that you want it.
Okay.
It can go as high as you want. You can trim it at the space that you want it. So this one, we were looking into forming a driveway, a walking, and a rhythm. On this other end, we needed to put the royal, you know, these palms?
The royal palms.
The royal palms. So you can imagine when they grow up and the welcoming look that this place will have. So I feel the client is happy. So far, so good. I told you I have interacted with this garden for the last 3 years. Yes, so it's a garden that is taking shape and making me happy.
I think one thing that I've noticed in your landscape design is symmetry.
Yes.
You have a lot of symmetry in how you plant things. There's a lot of thought process as well in how you place this particular plant here. I think as an interior designer, when I see also symmetry, your eyes tend to rest, and I'm almost excited when I see that you planted this here, and then this is also here, then that is also there. It's a lot of thought process that goes into your landscape design.
True, because when I told you I became a landscaper in my mind when I was a very young girl. So all this has been inbuilt in me. And by the time now I was thinking I need to go in, I thought, what should I leave a client with? So I thought I need to transform this space and enrich life. So that became even my mission, that in every content that I have, I need to, any space that I'm interacting with, any space that I'm creating, I need to transform the space and then I enrich life.
Okay.
So again, don't forget this as we are here on the walkway. Remember this?
This is the same Arabica grass.
This Arabica grass that we've also put on the pavers, which have this design.
Okay.
So we go planting the grass on the holes that are already in the pavers.
It's interesting. It cuts on the hardscape. So
Exactly.
there's not too much hardscape going on.
Yes.
It's a balance between the soft and the hard surfaces.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice.
Where do I take you next? This garden is quite huge. Do you love peace
What is
lilies?
this?
Oh, this is an ornamental plant. It's called variegated cassava. but it's just
Like the
ornamental.
actual cassava,
Yeah, but
cassava
it's just a flower. It doesn't produce any cassavas.
Oh, okay.
So you can see the leaves.
They add some interesting color.
Exactly. So when I was picking this,
Never knew you could plant cassava as
imagine.
an ornamental tree.
Exactly. And it's so easy to maintain.
Actually, the
You
first
just
time I
need to
had that.
do the cuttings
Yes.
from this. We have actually made so many cuttings from here.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very easy to maintain. Yeah.
Right.
And also another thing I needed to show you is that see how this Moses cradle has formed a circle here around this symmetry. So this is another tip that one can use in their gardens. Just instead of leaving the tree so bare, why don't you give it some color?
And I think it could also add moisture. Does it help
Exactly.
with moisture as
Yes,
well?
yes, yes. Especially this being a saturant, you can imagine the water content
Okay.
around that.
So that's a good garden tip.
Yes.
Make sure that you plant succulents or flowers around the base of your tree
Yes.
to add color, visual interest, and moisture.
Moisture.
Okay.
Yes. Also remember when you're putting any plant, or rather when I'm putting any plant, I'm very aware about the climatic condition, the water. Does it want direct sunlight, or does it need to thrive very well under the shade? And that's why you may ask why I've brought these peace lilies here. Is because here there's shade and it's going to thrive very well. All these peace lilies, you can imagine they are under this this palm tree, which gives it some shade. Some shade. So I am not worried about this peace lily getting burnt. Always look at the kind of the plant that you're putting on the ground.
Yes.
What kind of temperatures, climatic condition does it require before you put it? We are very futuristic also. You need to ask yourself, how will this plant behave in the future?
Yes.
Is it like these palms? You can realize the palms have put them away from the building because you don't want to put a palm.
Yes, they need space.
They need space, and also the roots. There are some roots that are very evasive.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put it near a wall. And then here you're wondering, do I bring down my house, or do I bring down my palm?
There's a lot of thought process that
Exactly.
goes into
So those
planting
things.
trees. Okay.
This I like marrying the plants to bring a unified whole. So this musaenda, it's called musaenda.
Okay.
Musaenda.
Musa aende.
Aende
wapi?
Sasa musaenda or musaenda plant, you can it gives very rich red. It's very rich in red color. So that's why I brought it here, just to bring the combination of this and gives another ambience in this area. In the gardens, I always encourage the clients, don't just put palms, don't just put trees, also put fruits.
Put fruits.
Yes. Yeah, you can imagine yourself basking under
a soursop tree.
Exactly. So we have put several apples around here.
Oh, lovely.
And this is soursop. So instead of going to buy these leaves that are sold as gold,
Oh, they sell the leaves?
they sell the leaves because
For what,
medicinal purposes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It has a lot of medicinal purposes. So
what do? You make tea?
You dry them.
You dry them, okay.
You dry them. Once they dry, you put them in water, hot water. You let them steep for a while, and then you drink that water.
It's like it's green tea.
It's green tea. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So have some medicinal plants in your home. Don't just plant shrubs and trees.
And trees and palm trees.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
I love this.
This is the giant cycad.
It's almost like your focal.
It becomes now a focal plant.
At the center.
Exactly. Something else I encourage clients to have is something, a focal point on their views, just to steal the viewer's eyes.
Yes.
So there are many plants, ornamental plants, that you can use as a focal point. You can use cycads. You can use red lantana palm. I'll show you it somewhere there on the other end.
Okay.
You can also use fountains. You know, wall fountains, or some on the ground. You know, you can use ponds and put your fish there.
Yeah.
So there's always that beauty that comes with a focal point, and never compete them. Let it be the only fish standing in
the star.
The star.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't put two focal points at the same time.
Yes.
Otherwise, they are going to lose meaning. and they'll not feel beautiful. You know,
The
in
whole
plastic
point is for it to be eye-catching and draw your eye to this plant.
exactly.
Okay. Okay.
That's the whole point.
Overdoing it is also a problem.
Yes.
Don't overdo it.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It needs to be the only fish in the sea.
It needs to be the only fish in the sea.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is the only fish here in the sea.
So Bismarck palms also, they do very well. There's one that we'll be coming up with there, and also red lantana. I'll show you on the other end. So make sure all the points you have in your garden, they have focal points.
Yes.
You can also use a sculpture. For those people who do hardscape, you can imagine a nice sculpture somewhere that is captivating to the eyes.
There's the balance between softscape and hardscape that makes a garden beautiful.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Another thing is that always create a transition with the elements that you're having in your compound, or in the lawns or in the spaces that you're working with. Like now, this is a paving. We have used the slabs, and not just the normal ordinary slabs that we have used, but you can see that they are creating a beautiful walkway. But they need to transit to something else.
Okay.
They should not just end drastically in a lawn.
Yes.
They need to lead to something else.
Yes.
So when you're making walkways, when you're making pathways, you can use slabs. There are some people use also outside tiles. There's so many things that you can use when you're making walkways. You can use the pebbles, the white pebbles.
Oh, pea gravel.
Exactly, all those.
It's a landscaping ace, I hear.
Exactly, yes.
Pea gravel.
Yes.
One actually makes a walkways or Zen gardens very cozy and interesting and well kept as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So make sure that the elements that you're using in the landscaping, they are connecting. They are connecting with one another. They are just not adding drastically.
Yes.
They need to lead to somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yes. Like now, this will lead to the water tap at the end. At the end, yeah.
Yes.
So that's a beauty about the hardscape. It comes hand in hand when we are working with them. So remember also mix your pots. This another focal point. The reason why this client needed this is he needed this place covered. Covered, not semi-covered.
Yes.
So this traveler palm, you can imagine by the time it grows here, it's going to form a very nice ambience with this space. So that's another thing that you need to a thought process when you're putting all the plants. We just don't place plants
Haphazardly.
No. They need to interact. The plants also need to interact. You see, like the way you're smartly dressed, your trouser is matching with your top.
I'm trying to coordinate the blues.
Exactly. Even the plants needs to coordinate themselves. Yes, there need to be a coordination with the plants.
If there's one thing I think I've noticed in your garden is your use of color as well.
Exactly.
Your use of color is quite, you have pops of red, you have pops of white, just to cut down on all the greenery.
Exactly.
And it visually makes your garden more interesting, as well as different plants that have also different shapes as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Like
thank
this.
you. Yes.
I really like this. I don't know, what do you call this?
I've forgotten the name.
Is it cordyline?
Yeah. Cordyline.
It is.
It is, yes. Good. You're also
I know,
doing very well.
Some plants.
Ah, yes.
Interesting.
It's also something else I encourage is to throw pots.
Yes.
Throw pots in your gardens. Don't exaggerate. Everything, put it in
the right balance.
You balance them out.
Okay.
So that's why we have put these pots there. There are not many, but you can see they're also bringing the beauty.
Yes.
They are captivating.
And they all have a grey theme as well.
They have a grey theme because the client's theme for the exterior was grey.
Yes.
So they felt that we needed to go with grey.
With the grey pots.
Exactly.
Lovely.
So that's why you're seeing all the pots are, most of them are grey.
Okay.
Yes. So just to make the theme for the outside also coordinate. Yes. So put several plants there.
Okay.
And yeah. As you can see, this is what I was talking about, the paving. This one is leading to the water point.
Water point.
Exactly. So you just don't keep on
adding hardscape to a place that's not leading to another place.
Another place.
So everything has to have a purpose.
Everything has a purpose.
Yes.
Exactly. Everything has a purpose, and also bringing the beauty. I think also the beauty is coming out with the purpose in mind.
The fact that you've also put them in a diagonal.
Exactly. Other than the,
yes, other than just having them
ordinarily
just squares.
This is a red lantana I was talking to you about. As it grows,
it's a palm tree.
It's a palm tree, and it will become, you can see the stalks are red. So as they grow, you can imagine this will be the focal point for this side.
For this area.
For this area.
So each space must have
a focal point. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this will grow and we produce red color. So you can imagine the palm up to this level, and you're only seeing red.
So what is red? The stalk?
The stalks. The stalks.
Okay.
Yes. As they grow, they become
Lovely.
deeper. They get deeper.
Oh, very interesting. Does it have red beads? Almost reminds me of pinanga.
Yeah, pinanga. Pinanga has beads. This one has no beads.
It doesn't have beads.
No.
So the stalks are the ones which are red.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Very beautiful.
I also like these. I find them very beautiful. These,
this one I was given by my friend, and I decided to bring for this client and see how it's going to thrive.
Okay. Lovely.
Yeah. Let me show you about the coloration.
What about this? What do you call this?
This is boxwood.
Boxwood.
Boxwood. Why
boxwood takes a long time.
Yes, for it, you can imagine I've interacted with this garden for the last 3 years. So this is the farthest it has grown for the last 3 years.
Yes.
Yes. So the idea is we'll discuss with the client. We've already agreed we'll cut it to this level.
Okay.
So that now it can spread across and form the balls.
Okay. So adding different shapes as well to the garden.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes.
Topiary.
Exactly, yes. It will have topiary here. And since they stay here most of the afternoons because the sun...
The sundown now.
Exactly. Okay. So this place will have this, and then surrounded by topiary of boxwood. So we'll have to cut it a little bit down so that now it can start branching to the side, and then we shape it into a ball. That's the whole idea about this space.
Okay. Good things take time.
Yes. So let me show you something else that I was talking to you about.
Okay.
You can see the zebra plant. This zebra interacting with this purple. See how beautiful.
Oh, the color.
Yes. Exactly. They are forming a nice blend. Yes, the zebra plus the purple dance, they form a nice blend. Beautiful. So even when you're placing the plants, you also think about where you're placing them and the coloration.
So this, does it like direct sunlight?
No. This one you cannot put in a direct sunlight. That's why you put it on this end, because this side only gets sun around in the evenings.
Okay.
Yes, so
strategic.
Exactly.
Okay.
Remember me telling you about fruits in the garden?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we have the pitanga plant, pitanga fruit, and you can see it's fruiting. Yeah, this is from Brazil.
Is this ready?
Yes, yeah, you can taste this. It's ready when it, no, that one will be a bit curly.
This one?
Yeah, the darker it is, the better. You can tell us how.
That's very interesting. It's like a guava, but not a guava, and it's like a berry as well.
Exactly. This one is very curly when it's like this, when it's not fully ripe.
So you wait for it to get dark.
Get darker.
What do you call it again?
Pitanga.
Pitanga.
Yeah, pitanga. So play around also with the trees in your compound. Yeah, just don't have shrubs that are giving you nothing. Let them give you shade and give you fruits.
Okay.
I want to show you another fruit here.
Ooh, look at the lemons.
Yeah, Maya.
Wow,
Maya lemons.
Wow, look at the size of this lemon.
Imagine, Maya lemon. Why go all the way to South Africa when you can have them here? This is a guava, cherry guava.
The small ones.
The small ones. Let me see whether we have any that is remaining. Looks like they were all eaten. But this is still another tree. We have eaten them. I don't see any, but it comes like this. They grow, they get red. They become red. They'll be reddish once they grow.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think
Beautiful.
it has passed. Oh, here.
There's one.
There are two, not even one. Here.
So now,
You just eat.
or just like that.
Yeah.
Guava.
Cherry guava.
Cherry guava.
Yes.
Yum.
Yeah.
that's
So
yummy.
that's what I'm saying. Always incorporate fruits in your garden, so that you just don't only have trees
Yes.
and shrubs,
Mm.
but also you have
Fruit trees.
Fruit trees. Yes.
I'm
So
still looking at these lemons. Look at the size of these lemons.
yes.
Wow.
I know they have given us this is after 3 years. The first fruit, yes. This is the second season actually.
The second.
The second season, yes. This comes to the end of our garden tour. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you have learned 1, 2, 3 tips.
We have.
And I wish the lemons were ready. We'd have carried a
Oh.
few.
No worries, but we'll pass by pretty soon. We're waiting on the apples as well.
Exactly.
We're waiting on more of the guavas.
Guavas, yes.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us on this channel of Garden and Home. And we just want to say thank you so much for showing us this beautiful project that you have cultivated with your hands for the last 3 years. You're an amazing landscape designer. And Teresa, you had mentioned about a kitchen garden.
Oh, yes.
Are we able to do that today, or you have to wait for the next episode for that?
We can wait for the next episode because I need to show you the various materials that you can use for the kitchen garden. We can also use the how to make compost,
Great.
liquid fertilizers, and how to make your organic fertilizer. And then you have healthy vegetables to your body.
Okay, guys, so you better stay tuned and watch our next episode. Well, Teresa is going to show us all the kitchen garden tips and tricks that we need to grow healthy, beautiful vegetables.